What up, though, everybody? What up, though, everybody? It's your boy TayBiz. We are here in the building. We have a special night tonight, man. Special treat tonight. I want to welcome everybody to TayBiz TV, and thank you so much for being a part of BizNation. We are here tonight to discuss some things, man. We are still on the trail of the Mickey Stines, Shawn Mickey Stines, Judge Kevin Mullins case. How the corruption of Letcher County is actually kind of connected to what is going on. What have we seen thus far? We have seen video footage. We have seen video footage of not just the shooting, but an exchange that happened before the shooting, a phone exchange, a phone call that triggered Shawn Mickey Stines to stand up and show his gun, show his pistol. Then also draw his pistol. Something happened. Something's going on, and something isn't right. So we want to make sure that we take a look at this. But we have a special guest that we covered on this show before. Her name is Tya Adams, and she will come up in a minute. But let's go to the chat first real quick. Jenny saying hello and saying, hey, TayBiz TV, patiently waiting. I appreciate you. Blue-eyed hillbilly, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. She said, hey, TayBiz TV, my man. It's been a long time since I've been on a live watching your playlist on this, and you're right. Way more to the story. She's watched the playlist. Thank you for watching the playlist. I did make a playlist on the channel. The playlist on the channel is dedicated to Shawn Mickey Stines and this actual case that we've been covering since the beginning, since the genesis of it. And so we definitely want to make sure that we are covering this in full. And we're trying to figure out what was the motivation, what happened, why did Shawn Mickey Stines do what he did? Brandy Davis saying, hey to everyone. We got Blue Eye Hillbilly saying, good, glad to be back on the lives. That is all. I'm glad you're back as well. KP in the building saying, good evening everyone. Says, come on in, take off your shoes. Take your shoes off at the door. That means hit the like button. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. We got some more people in the chat. C. Hatfield, I'm so glad I found this channel through Hillbilly Crime. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Hillbilly Crime. I've been talking to her all day today. Through email and text. Okay. We are going to, we have some stuff that we are going to do, Hillbilly Crime and myself. We are going to be collabing at some point very soon. We just got to get the date and time together, and we will be collabing on each other's channel to discuss this case. This case is very, very interesting to me. And so it's also, she lives there in Letcher County. She's a part of it. She knows what it's about. She know about the good old boy connection. She know about this, you know? And so we want to get a chance to really tell the story in depth. And not just worry about the dramatic parts of it, but also the intricate parts of it as well. Dizzy in the building saying, hi, y'all. Appreciate you. Aaron, hi, everyone. This is my first TayBiz TV stream. Shout out to Kat for letting us know today. That is what's up. Shout out to Kat Not Williams. She is the homie. Kat Not Williams is the homie. You understand what I'm saying? I love Kat Not Williams. I will always support Kat Not Williams. She is one of those people that's on YouTube, but she loves these small channels of ours, man. She still rock with us, you know, and I'm definitely happy about that. And so thank you, Aaron, for coming on in. I appreciate you so much. Terry Winiger, okay? Terry Winninger. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello from Kentucky. Last night, we was on live last night, and Terry came through in the chat with some confirmation on things, knowing some things. Also, there was a person last night in the chat named Marie Morgan, who is a registered nurse in Kentucky, in Letcher, and she's also said some stuff too about this whole thing. So very, very interesting. As a matter of fact, there she is. Hello again. So glad to be here and support Tya. Absolutely. You got to support her, Tya. Shout out to Marie Morgan for supporting Tya. All right. We got other people's drama in the building. Of course, we got Kat Not Williams saying Yola. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Can I win saying TayBiz in the bill? I appreciate you. I appreciate that. See, Marie Morgan said, look at you, snazzy. Hey, Marie, let me tell you something. You know, you keep watching the show. You know, every now and again we go a little hood, we get the little baseball, football caps. But let me tell you this little snapbacks. But your boy rocking fedora. You feel me? Your boy rocking fedora all day. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Look, D said, "Oh, you dressed up for the company. Hey, gotta dress up. Gotta make sure we're doing this thing right. Gotta make sure we're doing this thing somewhat right. You know what I'm saying? Also, we have Tya Adams YouTube channel is in the description. Okay, if you want to subscribe, please click the link in the description. Okay, and I'm telling you, good stuff. I mean, a lot of her stuff that she goes through, it's just her being herself, giving you the tea on what it is that she's experiencing and other people that have experienced certain things that she knows of. We're going to get into all that tonight. Trust me, don't worry about it. You in for a treat. All right. Look at Cat Williams being goofy. So good to see everyone. Yay. That is Cat being her cat self. Always cheesing, always showing love, always showing love. Always showing love. I guess everybody liking the hat tonight. That's what's up. That's what's up. Happy Friday from Lexi, the law nerd. We got Trakisha in the building as well. What up, though, Trakisha? Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, you was responding to Dizzy. You was responding to Dizzy. That is what's up. Listen, we are going to get into this interview tonight. And so let me see who else is in the building. Factual Lies in the building. What up, though? Factual Lies in the building. This is what's up. Look at C. Hatfield saying, I'm so proud of Tya. She is so proud of Tya. I feel you. Let's do it. Look, Chill, the mod of all mods, Chill, already putting the link in the chat. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's big it up. Let's big it up. We got Nettie Anderson from Kentucky saying hello to everyone. That is what's up. That is what's up. All right. Thank you so much for coming on in. Y'all rocking out, man. I gotta give y'all some more love, man. Y'all rocking out. All right. So without further ado, all right, we're going to bring our guest up. This is Tya Adams, and we covered Tya Adams' story because she has a history with Judge Kevin Mullins, but not just that, also a history with Letcher County. And we looked at her video that she put up on TikTok, and we looked at some of the information that, you know, she gave us. And one of the key things that really blew our minds when we did the live was that she had a parole sentence until 2099. Now, a brother who's been on probation before, I ain't never heard of nothing like that before, all right? I have never heard of anything like this before. So we had to look it up. We had to get the receipt. And don't you know we found it? We found the receipts, okay? It was crazy. It was crazy to see not only was the 2099 sentence the end sentence, but where it was from. It said Whitesburg, Letcher County, 2022. And we all know who the judge is in Letcher County, right? Without further ado, I'm going to introduce to some and present to others Miss Tya Adams in the building.
Hi.
All right. Now, chat, she's a little nervous, but excited nervous. Not like a scared to talk nervous, just an excited nervous. All right. Yeah. So we are definitely going to be with you, Tya. But how are you doing today so far?
Doing really good today so far. Okay. It's been an interesting day. It's been a good one though. And we've just posted some really good stuff awesome. Today. And there's a couple more that I haven't got uploaded yet. So more to come.
Good. I know that you went over 1,000 subscribers, right?
Huh?
You went over 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah. Yep. We got, I think we're at like 1.1 right now. We're waiting for the watch hours, and we're getting there. We're making moves. Yeah. Good. People are paying attention though. That's the more important thing, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. The more people pay attention, the more we can get this out here. Yeah. I also want to let the chat know that if you have a question for Tya specifically, make sure you put in a TA in the chat and then ask your question after that, so that way I can save your question, and so that way we can go ahead and highlight the question that you would like to ask Tya. Okay. So again, put TA colon your question, and then we're going to save it, and then we're going to get to the portion where we have the chat ask questions for Tya. So let's go ahead and get into this whole thing. Okay. One of the things that we first discovered was the fact that you had the parole sentence.
Yes.
Again, I mentioned it because it was the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's insane.
Yeah. And so when you got that sentence, did that sentence come from Judge Kevin Mullins?
No,
did he order
Jimmy
that?
Kraft.
It came from where?
Judge Jimmy Kraft. But then they said with the parole part, I didn't get that sentence. They didn't tell me I had the sentence is the thing. Is they told me I had 7.5 years. Okay, so I get to prison and find out I actually had 12.5. And then from there, I finally make parole and finish it, do all their programming and stuff. Well, whenever I first got out on parole, they had changed my release, my reentry papers. The one that I had from the prison has my conditions and stuff on it. Then I get out, they give me a different one. And it says that I have to do drug court, ordered by Judge Jimmy Kraft. That's a whole sentence. You can't just add drug court on to the end of somebody's 12.5-year sentence. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's something that happens in sentencing, or before sentencing. And it wasn't part of the deal. So I argued with it, and I do have a good parole officer. Like, he's been really good with me and stuff, and you know, very reasonable, very easy to get along with. Like, so he went back and he was like, let me call and see what I can do. So he called, he came back out, and he said they agreed that if you would do, you have to do the aftercare. You don't have to do drug court. So I had to do drug court aftercare for 6 months. And this is after I've already completed the substance abuse and co-occurring disorders class and stuff in prison and done their aftercare and stuff. Like, I've already been through all this. So they made me do it for 6 months. I have to call in, report, answer questions and stuff every day. So I get through it, and I do all these other classes, you know, because each class that you complete and get a certificate for, it takes time off the end of your sentence.
Right.
So I did it, and I served out all my time down to day 0. And I was so proud of myself. I've never felt more accomplished and proud for anything in my life than I did whenever I finished that parole sentence, because I knew I'd done it perfectly and I did it the right way, you know? So like, that's not saying that I didn't have a couple of slip ups. I've had lapses and, you know, issues and stuff all throughout, but like, I did it. That's the point, right? Like, I did my time. I did my sentence. So I go in to get my gold seal. That's what you call the certificate of completion, to show that you are off parole. And they say, no, you can't have it. The state decided that they're not going to release me until the child support is paid in full. And the amount of the child support, I put my paperwork in the videos today. I don't know if you've seen it or not. But they set on the day of my sentence, and the day that they like put it in the paperwork to send me to prison, they put in there that they raised the child support, and it was $246, right? And it says right on it, $40 to the arrears back to the state, and the other $200 is supposed to go to my child. She's never seen a dime of that money ever. It takes money out of her pocket every month. So I'm paying the state, which I'm back down to 100 now. They gave me 100, but I still try to make as many payments as I can. Like, I was unemployed and disabled for a while. Like, I'm better now, but starting to, you know, get back on my feet and stuff. But it was difficult, but we made extra payments when we could. Comes out of the taxes, you know, like when my husband files taxes and stuff, like, they take a big chunk of taxes for it. And still yet my child doesn't get any of this money. It's all going straight to the state. So I go into parole and ask them, I'm like, okay, this is just completely unreasonable. I call Frankfurt. They're like, nope, decision's made. Useless. They wouldn't even let me. They hung up on me. They were like, no, the decision is final. And they hung up. Wouldn't even discuss it. So whenever I kept going back, like, can you at least like give me where I can do call-ins and I don't have to come and report every single month? Like, this is ridiculous that I'm still having to do this.
Right. Oh, we lost her here. Hold on, let me hold on, guys. She should be back soon. She should be back soon. I think maybe a phone call, maybe it came in. But even so far with that, I mean, having to continue to pay for child support like this is just ridiculous. Here she goes. She's back up. Here we go.
Well, I can't see you.
Can you see me?
No, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. No, I don't know what is happening here. There we go. Maybe. Is it going to open?
Okay. It's all right. She'll come back in. All right. She'll come back in. I know, right? Just when we get into it, like, oh, just when we getting into it. I saw some names in the chat though while we're here. She will be back. Trust me, she will be back. She's actually popping in right now. Let's go ahead and get back into it. But I think I saw some names here. I think I saw Sarah Davis in here, Shanika. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but thank you all for being a part of thank you for all being a part of this interview tonight as well. Here she go. All right, she is back. There we go. It's okay. Yeah. So with this, I want you to tell the chat, I want you to tell the audience how old the child is.
She's 22.
Okay. Now 22 years old, and they're charging you for child support. First of all, that
she doesn't get.
That she doesn't get. So it's basically
and they are also charging interest on all that child support.
So when you're paying, when you're paying this, nothing. Yeah, it's almost like putting money in your pocket with a hole that's cut up. Like it's going right through. Wow.
Yes.
They're
just stealing our money.
So this is what they have been doing since 2022.
And I didn't find out about the 2099. That's a more recent development too. Just a few months back. I got on there. I was looking somebody else up, and I was like, I wonder what mine says. Like, since they didn't release me, so I looked it up and found the 2099. And I also have a close friend, and I don't want to say her name yet until she's ready to.
Is this the friend that you emailed me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not ready to come forward with who she is because they still have their hooks in her. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's still like struggling with them too.
So there's someone else, chat. There's someone else
also has the 2099 parole date.
Yep. Yeah.
Same thing. And hers was pure retaliation for something that happened previously in a prison.
And this is from Kraft as well. Same judge.
I guess I don't know. I don't know if he's the one that ordered the parole thing. I don't know if that's the state. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're getting away with that.
Okay. So you've been in Kentucky all your life, basically, right?
Yeah, I've tried to leave. I've tried. Yeah.
Right. Well, it's hard to leave. Right. It's hard to leave with a parole sentence like that. Right. I understand.
So let me tell you this about this child support charge, though. This is where it gets even worse.
Okay.
Whenever I left where my twins were, we lived with their dad, but I was in a really bad situation there. I was unsafe. They were unsafe, and I was trying to get out. So I enrolled them in preschool and started making plans and making moves. I was on probation at the time in Kevin's court, and I finished my probation completely off of it. There was nothing on my record, nothing against me whatsoever. It had only been like a week since the last time I went to court, and he let me off probation, and he signed off on it. And whenever I left, and I came to Somerset to Brandy and Sarah's, and we weren't here 3 hours, and we went out to go get food or cigarettes or something, go to the gas station. I can't even remember what it was. It was just out to the store and back, and the truck broke down. And a cop came up on us, and I was like, it's okay. Like, like I've not got any warrants, anything. The truck's legal. I'm perfectly legal for once in my life. And I was proud of it. And I was sober. And like, I hadn't even started like relapsing and stuff yet. I was really like just trying to get out and get away.
Right.
And he says, you have a warrant. We're taking you to jail. So they took me to jail for a child support warrant. And shipped me back to Letcher County. And then I did a little time there, like 6 months on that there. And they let me out. And that's when they set me up with the trafficking charge and got me in there. And we got the kidnapping charges in the holding cell of the jail. So
now the charges about the trafficking this is the Suboxone that you mentioned.
Yeah, the one Suboxone that I didn't even get money for. I didn't sell it to her. I gave it to her because she was harassing the hell out of me. You know, she drove me crazy. I just want to get rid of her. I was like, fine, get out of here.
Now for people who don't know what Suboxone is, it's a prescription drug, right?
Mm-hmm. It's for addiction, for opiate addiction, more particularly. People take it for all kinds of addictions, though. It's medically assisted treatment, one of the forms of medically assisted treatment. Yeah.
Got you. And you had one strip.
I gave her one, and the guy that we were with gave her one for free. She sit down on her little camera there. She peed on her confidential informant camera. She squatted and peed, and then did some dope and left. I didn't even get my discovery until it was all said and done. I didn't get the discovery on that or on the kidnapping case that we got while we were in jail. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see a lawyer, nothing until the day of my final sentencing. And they already had it all worked up. I didn't have a choice.
And that sentencing was when they gave you the 7.5 years.
7.5, yes. And I clarified that, at the end, the judge will ask you, do you understand everything that's happened?
Right.
I don't know the precise words. I can't remember verbatim, but you get the idea. But and I was like, wait a minute, let me go over it again to make sure I understand, because I was devastated. Like 7 years, my twins are 3 years old. And then I have my other 2 girls that I've been like trying to fight to see like the whole time. And it's just been a constant struggle. But they with CPS. CPS is stealing people's children. And they are placing them in homes with abusers.
Come on now.
So, they took my babies and gave them to the man that was raping me every day. And I only had limited supervised visitations that had to be supervised by him.
So the man, we're going to say assault.
He's dead now. Yeah, he died from lung cancer. And I didn't speak on that for a long time because I didn't want to hurt his family any more than necessary. He has another daughter who I care about, my daughter's aunt. And I care about their mom, like I didn't want them to be hurt from it. But it's to the point now that it has to be spoken. It has to be told.
Yeah.
Like I'm not letting anything else come between me and my kids ever again. Like I'm fighting for them,
So that man is not here. You said he's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He died sometime after I went to jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you wow, this is a lot. So after you get out of your sentence, first of all, did they tell you if it was concurrent or consecutive? Did they even mention that? That's
what I was saying. Yeah, we were in the courtroom. So the 5 and 5, the child support and the trafficking were 5 each. Right. And they gave me probation for those. And did not send my paperwork to the jail to say that I was being released. So the jail would not release me. They kept me in that cell. They wouldn't let me out. And over the weekend, they put that woman in there knowing that there was going to be a fight. They would do that on purpose. They would put people together that they knew that couldn't handle it and make us fight. They would record it, take bets on it, laugh about it. We'd go upstairs, 10 days time served on it, if anything. Maybe spend a day in the hole or something. It wasn't a big deal. We had to fight. And so this bad fight happened, and they charged us with kidnapping and second-degree assault. But anyway, that first 5 and 5 years, those 2 were supposed to be ran concurrent for a total of 5. Right. So then I got those other charges, and those other charges, that and the kidnapping and the contraband, were to be added to the end consecutively. And I went over that and I said, that's 5 and 5 concurrent. And then the 2.5 added on to the end consecutive for a total of 7.5. Correct? He said, yes, correct. So I get to prison and find out different, that he had ran it all consecutive. And my paperwork that they printed off for me at the prison is different than the paperwork that you go and pick up at the clerk's office now. All of my paperwork is. Wow. My divorce papers are different, and I have it. I I've got to find that old one. I do have it somewhere. I've got to, where it showed that my name, they won't let me get my license. They said that my name isn't verified, that I have to send in my ID card, my marriage license, and my divorce papers to this address in Frankfurt. And they can't even tell me a name of someone to put on it to send it to directly, or give me a phone number of someone to talk to say, I'm sending my personal items. Can you please make sure that they get there? You know, like, I don't even know what they are thinking. But they wouldn't let me get my driver's license because the name that I've carried for the last 25 years was Lanu. Before I married my current husband, Tya Adams, it was Lanu from my last husband, from my divorce. I've had that name for 20-some years. It's on my taxes. It's on everything. My social security card, my driver's license that I had that was valid for years before I went to prison. Why is it no longer valid? You know?
Right.
So then I realized they've got me booked in to prison under the name Tya Lucas, my maiden name.
Which was what we saw in the Kentucky offenders.
Somebody visited Whitesburg ARH clinic in 2018 and tried to use my insurance. The insurance denied the claim, and it went to my collections on my credit report. I was an inmate in KCIW prison at the time. So tell me, what is going on?
What? Why? Wait.
I can't even get a bank verified. Like, you know, like the Cashapps and PayPals, every other day, it's like you have to re-verify your identity. It's insane. It's crazy.
So the way they have you in the system as different, like with all different type of names, basically, because that keeps you from being able to actually have one particular identification.
And they say that my one particular identification that I've had my entire life is no longer valid.
Yeah, that's crazy. That makes no sense.
No.
That makes no sense.
And they want me to mail my only copy, the master copies, they said. Has to be the master copies of everything. So my husband is going to Frankfurt to do his water test soon, and I'm just going to go with him and see if I can go up there and do it in person. Maybe. I don't know, like, what else to do at this point. But, you know, like, transportation is hard for me. I have to pay people to take me places, or my husband works a lot. So he don't have time, and he runs a farm, takes care of his dad. You know, it's difficult. And they won't even let me get my driver's license so that I can gain some independence.
Now with, wow, this is a very, very difficult situation. So how is it? So when we talked, and you mentioned something about a lawyer, right? That did the lawyer see this show? Concerning
I don't know. Which I still have not been able to figure it out. I think that person that was saying that was in the comments. I want to ask them, Terry, is that you that's on Hillbilly Crime that was saying that about the lawyer and the Supreme Court and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know if they,
because
hopefully they'll hear me and they're in here. And
whoever saw the show,
because I've been dying to figure out what they were talking about. I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I can't find the link.
Because did they reach out to you? They reached out to you, right?
Yes, I've had a couple of people reach out to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't really made any like real decision yet. Like, as far as the lawyer goes, I'm a little confused about the whole process. Trying to learn as I go and not make like rash, impulsive decisions.
Right.
Trying to think about things thoroughly, because this is the most important thing that I've ever done in my life.
Hopefully, hopefully if that's the case, then they will do a thorough job in researching and making sure that, especially with all the paperwork that you have. And you dropped that video, I believe today, right? Earlier today,
with the paperwork
about all the paperwork and stuff like that. So if you all go to her channel, you will see
that's just a
portion.
Things. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of bad stuff.
So you all will see exactly what she is talking about when she talks about this paperwork and things of that nature. We do have a question for you real quick here. Okay. Let's go to Marie Morgan saying, do you feel as if they are just setting you up for failure? How is this affecting your everyday life?
It's torture. It makes everything so difficult. And they absolutely are setting you up for failure. They absolutely are. And they can't stand to see you sober or doing well. So they will send people out to relapse you, to hurt you, to gang stalk you, to make you like gaslight you, and to make you push you over the edge. They do it on purpose. This is a fact. Like, everybody knows. Like, Edison Banks has his little girl, and they've got their little minions all over the place that do it for him. So, yes, they absolutely are setting you up for failure at every step of the way. And this is my theory, that they don't want us sober, because when we become sober, we start to heal.
Yeah.
And healing comes from talking about our traumas and who hurt us.
That's right.
It exposes them.
That's right. That's right.
People are dying. People are missing.
Yeah.
It is a dangerous place in Letcher County.
I was talking to a Hillbilly Crime, and she was giving me a breakdown about the cycle that takes place. It's like you get addicted to an opioid, and then you go to jail.
As a mom.
Then right.
That they start feeding you as a child.
Exactly. And then you become a
before
part.
you even get in society.
Exactly. So you won't be able to even operate in your right mind
ever,
because they get you early. You early. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Marie. I really appreciate it.
I think that they target the ones that they know are already traumatized, or like, I don't know. It seems like that's what they do. Especially back in the day when they were doing that juvenile drug court.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandy, you need to talk to Brandy and hear her story about that sometime.
Okay. Brandy, what's the last name?
It's horrifying. Davis. She's in the comments. She's one of my co-hosts. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Brandy. Reach out to TayBizTV@gmail.com. I would love to get a chance to speak with you on this. This is something that we definitely want to highlight again.
Yeah.
The corruption is so crazy. I mean,
and it's not just me, it's hundreds of people. There are hundreds of victims.
Yeah.
And the psychological toll.
Yeah.
And they try to do all these things, horrible things, and torture us personally. Yes. They do torture in that jail. They do torture in these jails whenever they restrain you, and they spray you with pepper spray and turn the heat up on you and spray you again when you ask for water. It's torture. It's cruel and unusual punishment. And a lot of these people sit in that jail for months or years before they even go to trial.
This does remind me of Fulton County in Georgia. It really does.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I kind of lost.
I have a question. That's okay. I have a question though. Give us just a brief rundown of the experience of a person who first goes to Letcher County Jail. Is all of this stuff happening in Letcher County Jail?
Yeah, it's the worst job I've ever been in. Pulaski County Jail is bad, but Letcher County is the worst place I've ever been.
Okay, because Shawn Mickey Stines is in Leslie County.
Yeah, that's a decent jail, and they let people. They have caseworkers, and they do classes. They let people work. They let the girls work. You can go out and do weed eating, work laundry, different things. And they get you classified quickly and get you sent off to prison fast. So the night of the pepper spray thing, the next morning is when they shipped us to Leslie County. And we were all still covered in pepper spray. Our clothes was torn, snot, our eyes and stuff were blistered and swelled shut. It was bad. It was
and that's really coming from Letcher to Leslie.
Our private parts. Yeah. Jesus. Everything. It was so terrible.
So when someone gets arrested,
we got to Leslie County. They brought us milk, gave us showers and stuff immediately. They were like, "Oh my God, yeah."
So it's like night and day.
Yeah, but now they'd have their own little torture device over there called the wrap. Have you ever heard of that? I put some pictures of it up, and in the pictures they've got the man sitting up with his hands cuffed behind his back, with his legs wrapped up in it, and that helmet and mask over his face and stuff. That's not how they did it in Leslie County to me. They folded me in half. I'm going to demonstrate, just because it puts your legs together like this. They straighten them down like a straitjacket. They cuffed my right hand in front of me, attached it to the vest. Did the same thing on my back with this hand, with the helmet and the mask and all. And then they put a strap around my collar and pulled me down and hooked it through a loop at my legs. And I sat like this for 18 hours until I peed on myself. I pooped on myself. I vomited on myself. And I was choking on my saliva and foam and mucus. This is because I was cheeking a pill that they wouldn't tell me what it was. It wasn't my pill. It was med time. And I didn't know what it was. And I asked them, "What is this? This isn't my medicine." She said, "You either take it or you don't get none." So I was like, okay, I'm just going to put it in my cheek and ask somebody, "What is this?"
Right.
Yeah. And she caught me. And that's what she did to me. She put me in it for 18 hours like that. And then they let me out for 10 minutes to go to the bathroom and drink water and have a snack, which I couldn't even swallow because my stomach and esophagus and stuff had been like, so my body was crushed for 18 hours. And then they wanted me to eat. And after I got some water in me and stuff, I puked it right back up. They put me right back in it, strapped me back down for 18 more. And sitting in my shit, sitting in my pee.
How are you?
Pray, just ask God, give me strength to get through this.
Yeah.
Just get through. Like, I know I'm experiencing this for a reason. I have to. Nobody can be this cruel for no reason.
Right. Wow. Hold on. Let's take.
They think like this stuff is not okay.
Yeah.
And it's happening right here at home.
Jesus.
You know, these jails are awful. But Letcher County is terrible. There's so much abuse and sexual assault and harassment. Like I said, they make you fight. It's disgusting. It's filled with disease, with MRSA, trichomonas. You would catch trick or another STD off the toilet in the shower. The showers have standing water in them. Mold everywhere. Walls sweating and dripping because there's no air conditioning. Our mats and clothes sticky wet all the time. Piled in 20 to 40 women in an 8-buck cell. Or 3 of us. Whenever we got in that fight, they put me and Lexi and Brittany in the hole. And that's like a 10 by 3 foot cell. 10, I don't know. It's really tiny. It's big enough for one person. They put all 3 of us in there with no mat for 8 months. With no books, no TV, no contact with the outside world, except for like the occasional trustee passing by that would stick a newspaper clip with her name on it under the door or something.
And this was happening when you did your sentence?
Before sentencing.
8 months.
Before I was sentenced, before my trial, before anything. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so emotional.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, chat. Give her some love now. Give her some love in the chat real quick. Put some hearts, put some love in the chat for her real quick, okay? This is
I worked too hard on this makeup. Hang on a minute.
No, it's okay. I did we did see each other earlier. Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. It made you sit
through. It is okay.
So.
It's okay. I have a question. I have a question for you. I have a question for you, okay?
Yeah.
I want to know, and because we're going to get into some more things here, but I want to know, how is it that even though you're talking about this, and this is a very emotional subject to talk about, I was just about to go here, and C. Hatfield already said it. Like, you're strong though, not strong like trying to be bravado, tough, strong, but strong with the fact that you still keep somewhat of a smile, you still keep somewhat of a positive attitude.
You have to,
and you're fighting, and you keep fighting. Where does all of that come from? Where does all that come from?
My kids, I guess. What they did to me is not okay. They already are coming after the next generation. They start harassing them before they even turn 18 because of who their parents are. They never give them a chance. They pull them into their system. They already got my hands on my oldest. And I still have 3 that are out there. And everybody else is all this next generation. Like, there is a fire in me. Yeah. There is a fire in me.
Yeah. Your why
they treat women here, the way the men treat women here is so deep. It penetrates. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to really get into all that right now, but it makes everything like just so much harder because you're already fighting the system, and then you have the person you have to live with fighting you at every step. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And is there
are so many women who are just so trapped right now, so stuck and being hurt. And it's burnt me. It's like I have to do something. I have to speak.
I was going to ask this question here too. How does it change? Okay, so we're not from Letcher County. So let's say, who would a woman would be able to go to in Letcher County that would be able to actually make or fight for some type of change? Is there any name that come to your mind?
Maybe Jennifer Taylor. She's a lawyer. She's not from here. I don't know. She says she's not from Whitesburg. I was real sketched out whenever she first reached out, because she said she was from Whitesburg. I don't trust any of them lawyers. They have all been horrid, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't trust anybody in this county. I don't trust the child services. I don't trust the food stamp office. The hospital will call the law on you. They break HIPAA all the time to call and see if you've got warrants to pick you up when you go to the hospital. So we don't go to the hospitals. We get injured, we take care of each other. We heal, we work.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever this happened, Lexi did this. It's awful, but it is my favorite scar because she was my little baby, you know.
Lexi Bentley.
Yes, it was an accident. She was actually in a fight. And the girl was getting the better of her, and I seen the panic and the PTSD come over Lexi's face, and she pulled a knife. And I grabbed that girl and tried to pull her away before she could get her, but she had already cut her 3 times and about cut my arm off. So we couldn't go to the hospital because we're all 3 tied up in the system, and if they lay eyes on us, they lock us up for something or send us off to the psych ward or something insane, you know, just. It's crazy. It's crazy here. People wouldn't believe it. People think that you're crazy.
Yeah.
Whenever you start talking about some of these things, but it's real. Yeah, it's real.
I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation with someone about the fact that when you hear this kind of stuff, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable for somebody who's not from there. They think this is a made up story, but it's not. No. It's not. I'm sorry, you were saying something about your arm again. I'm sorry.
I was saying she stitched it up. Lexi did. We went to Walmart, bought needle and nylon thread, and came back and sprayed numbing stuff and antiseptic on it and sewed it up, and it was doing real good and getting better. And then I got arrested, and whenever they were taking me in, they ripped it open. It ripped out all the whole injury came back open. So the jail had to take me to the hospital because it was so bad. You could see the bones, the tendons, everything in my arm. It was all exposed. Wow. The skin was bunched up around my wrist down here like wadded up clothes. When you pull your pants down and it wads around your ankles. That's what the skin looked like around my bones on my arm. And they took me to the hospital. The jail did. They said I needed emergency surgery. The jail said, wrap it up. They gave me a bandage a day and an ounce of saline to rinse it with every day. And it was oozing pus and blood, and it was bad. We were cutting up clothes and stuff and making bandages. I almost died. I had red streaks coming at my arm, down my armpit, up my neck, up around my face. I went septic. They almost killed me. They finally let me see the APRN, and she gave me some Rocephin shot and some strong antibiotics and stuff, and told them that I needed to clean it more than once a day. And they didn't let me clean it more than once a day, but I started taking better care of it inside myself with just water, the best I could. So,
so you really don't have anybody down there. There's no one down there to really do anything in Letcher County. Nobody.
That jail is closed. I don't think a new jailer is going to fix anything because most of the employees are corrupt.
Yeah.
Ben Fields is not the only groper and raper in the building.
Speaking of Ben Fields, that was one of those names.
The one that got convicted and got 6 months, where he had conjugal visits with his wife, and where he ended up going out on house arrest to stay with his wife. The wife who he would screw with these girls in jail and on house arrest, and then his wife would beat him up in jail.
Yep.
For being messed with by her husband. I've seen her drag girls up the hallway by their hair. She got a promotion. She got a promotion, and her husband's on her benefits, right? I mean, he's got to be. So he's still getting state benefits. She's a state employee. She's a state employee now.
So when the Sabrina Atkins lawsuit came out, when did you hear about it, and what was your thoughts?
Whenever I got out of prison, I heard about it, and I'm really close to a couple of I know all these girls, most of them. I didn't know Sabrina, but I knew Jennifer, really, really well. Me and Jennifer were really close. And some of the others that are unnamed in the lawsuit, I want to protect them. I'm not going to speak their names, but I know them well. So yeah, like I knew about it was happening and stuff, and like we thought that they were actually maybe investigated, that they did it. They covered it up and put it off on Ben as the scapegoat, like he was the only one. And then, you know, petted him like a baby. So
yeah, I did a video on the Ben Fields interview, the audio interview with him and Matt Easter. It was really off-putting to me a little bit. I wasn't really.
He's a pervert.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
That, like you get near him and he's got that energy that's just like, ew.
Yeah.
Don't get too close. You know.
And you've been around Ben Fields.
Your senses go off. Like when you've been abused enough by men.
Yeah.
Your senses,
you already
like,
know. You
it's
can
like
tell.
an alert that goes off. You can smell that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. And have you been around Ben Fields? I'm not privately, but
I was
you've been around him.
Like before all that, like before I started getting in trouble and stuff. Like he's not much older than me, and we hung out and stuff like back in the day we had some similar friends, mutual friends and stuff. So I knew him. Yeah, I was in jail when him and Angie got married. She was picking out her wedding dress and having us help her pick, like, you know, look through magazines and stuff.
Yeah,
that was back before the jail got too awful bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to do our name drop that we talked about.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm not sure.
In a weird kind of way, excited. Yeah. So we already mentioned Ben Fields. You actually got ahead of me here, which is great. I love it. Sabrina Atkins we mentioned, but you didn't know her. But Jennifer Hill, I want to talk about Jennifer Hill for a second. That's one of the names I had on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was good stuff.
The Courier Journal did an article on this entire thing, this entire corruption, and Jennifer Hill was mentioned. This is the corruption with Ben Fields and the, you know, sexual favors in exchange for, you know, all that stuff.
Has anybody investigated her death? Is my question.
Right. So what was reported was, she overdosed. And of course that would fit the description because that's their narrative. They can do that. What are your thoughts? And again, we got to stay away. Exactly. I don't either. So what do you think may have happened?
People give people hot shots here.
Hot shots. What's that?
They will waste their dope or put poison in it instead of drugs.
And then you think someone
people just get shot up like being asleep, and somebody go in and give them a hot shot while they're knocked out,
knowing what can happen to them.
Knowing what they're doing. Yes, they gave one of my friends lye once. You remember that? They gave Monkey lye, and it put him in the hospital in critical care. It ate through his veins and ate part of it, like a third of his heart. Pure lye. They shot him up with pure lye.
Jeez, P.
Yeah.
You think something similar? You think a hot shot? You think a hot shot was given to Jennifer?
Probably either that or a really high overdose, because like this drug that's out here right now, they're telling people that it's heroin and it's fentanyl and xylazine.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I don't know if you're familiar with the xylazine, but it makes people's limbs rot off and stuff. And you know, the fentanyl is just outrageously dangerous, but they're labeling it as heroin.
Oh, as soon as we getting good, here he goes again. Wow. All right, we're going to take a little bit of time here to get I see your question, KP. I'm going to go ahead and save it. If you have a question for Tya when she comes back, please type in TA. All right, type in TA, and then ask your question after that. Let's go to the chat a little bit here. Okay, let's go to the chat just a little bit here. All right, see that we got Tracy Talks in the building. I appreciate you for coming through here. Pertinent in the building. Officially appreciate you. Okay, here we go. Tya is back. Let's go ahead and continue.
Oh, never mind.
There we go.
Sorry, my daughter was calling. She's needing some money.
It's okay. You have no reason to be sorry at all.
Yeah,
You're
every
good.
time it rings, I turned to do not disturb on so it would stop doing that, but apparently it doesn't work for Messenger. So I learned.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. you said we were talking about Jennifer Hill.
Yeah.
So you said there was another. Well, let me ask you this: you and Jennifer Hill were close.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like I grew up. Her husband, Chris Triplett. Whenever
Chris
I was
Triplett,
really
that's his
close, I
name.
stayed with them a lot. I babysat their kids when they were
Okay.
little. I was really good friends with his son, and I mean, I was just around a lot. I lived close by, and I hung out with him a lot, babysat and stuff. That was before Chris was with Jennifer, though. So whenever he got divorced from that wife, the mom of the kids, and then he got with Jennifer, I got to get to know her and stuff too, and she became a really good friend to me. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, Chris Triplett, I read an article, I read a report that Ben Fields went to Jennifer Hill's house a couple times before to solicit her for sexual favors. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
no,
then
I hadn't talked to her since jail. She was in jail with me whenever they shipped me to prison. I think, or I don't know if she was there right at that precise time, but right around there. And that was the last time I was able to talk to her. So
yeah.
Or Chris. I haven't heard from him either.
And I believe, from what I read, Chris Triplett went to Letcher County to complain about Ben Fields. Am I correct in that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And they told him to get out and kick him out. And they said, if you come back here again, they kind of like threatened him, right? Is that true?
I heard about that.
So you heard about that?
Yeah.
That's not far-fetched then.
Not at all. You can't ask for help here. You don't go to the police. The police are dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we count on each other, you know?
Yeah. So it seems like the corruption is in all departments, police, and then in the court, and then in the state, and then in, like all of your levels of government,
DOC,
parole, everything.
medical services, it's all intertwined.
Okay. I want to get into some meat and potatoes real quick about Harold Bowling. Another name drop we're going to do. Who is Harold Bowling?
He was the county attorney.
County attorney.
He was over child support.
Okay, got you. Okay. Oh, was he over the child support for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, Pete.
He's partially responsible for what happened with that.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. And Harold Bowling was close with
Did you hear the story that Liz was telling that Brandy was telling Liz on her show the other night about when she took me up to Harold Bowling's the last time before they caught me and locked me up and stuff. I went up to see him.
The deposition, the deposition thingy?
To do him no, this is Harold Bowling, the county attorney.
Okay. Okay.
This was years later. This is years later, right before my twins weren't born yet. This was back. Trying to think what year. I don't know exactly what year it was, but Sadie was a baby. Yeah, I had Sadie. But anyway, Brandy took me up there to see him because I had to pay my child support, and I didn't have no money. So I went to do a favor for him. I went to go screw him so that he would give me money, and so that I could pay my child support and have money to live on for a day or two. He sent me away. He got what he wanted. And then he sent me away with a pack of noodles, a $10 bill, and a pack of cigarettes. And he said that he would apply the rest to my child support. So I left.
This is Harold Bowling now.
And that was one of the most humiliating moments of my life.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it's disgusting.
And that's Harold Bowling. That's his. He was the guy.
He was the guy
over
the child support and stuff. Yes. Community leader responsible for my life, apparently.
So
they made all the decisions for me. I've never made a decision in my life for myself.
When did this all start, as far as age-wise for you? Like, when did this all start? With your experience with this.
Well, my first, I was 12, and we were at the park at Whitesburg, and there was I think he was like 30-something man there, and we were smoking cigarettes and stuff, being sneaky, being rotten, And he was like, here, smoke this cigarette. It's special. And I hit it a few times. It was weed. It turned out to be, but I had never smoked weed before. And, you know, in his lap. And my sister came to look for me because I hadn't come home. I wasn't home yet. So she came to look for me. She opened the car door and pulled me out. She beat the snot out of him and charged him. And he went to prison. And then whenever I was 13, I got raped by a man. I was with my friend so that she could have a date with her friend, with her little boyfriend that was our age. And his big brother, who was a grown-up, he was an adult, raped me while they were like walking the track at Fish Pond Lake, and I got pregnant. And I had to tell my mom that I was pregnant, and it scared her to death. I ended up miscarrying that baby. But she felt like she could no longer take care of me. So my daughter's dad, Clarence, he was a man. He was 20 years old, but he promised my mom that he wouldn't touch me and he would keep me safe from other predators if I come and stayed with his family, with his mom and dad and brother and sister. So that's what we did. Okay. And we had a good relationship and stuff. Like we tried for a long time, and he kept his promise. He didn't touch me until I was 15. And whenever it did happen, it was a special thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some violent thing like it was with the others. You know, it wasn't predator. It didn't feel predatory. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. I understand.
I guess in a way you could say I was groomed, but in a way, too, like I loved him, and it was a different situation and a different time. Yeah. Like my mama got married at 13 too. She got married and was pregnant at 13. It's the culture here. It was kind of like the norm, you know? Yeah. But I was 16 with my first encounter with Kevin.
Okay. Yeah. And so it started early where the grooming was kind of happening for you?
Yeah. Okay. But they did keep me safe from other men and stuff. Nobody touched me. Nobody hurt me. Yeah. They always kept me safe. And so they kept that promise to my mom, you know, like regardless of what happened between me and him in the future. Yeah, I've got to say that. Yeah,
you mentioned
he was a good dad. He spent most of his life in jail and prison, but he was a good dad, and he was
the best guy you came across in a way that was a little bit, like you said, it wasn't predatorial, but at the same time, it was that connection, that connection. It kind of was. Yeah, exactly. Because
so it's complicated. You know, there's a lot of complicated, deep-seated feelings and emotions with that.
Absolutely. It's hot coffee, and then you putting fresh ice in it, and you try. It ain't the same. It's not. Something's getting diluted there. Yeah. Yeah. I want to touch on Kevin Mullins, if you don't mind. Okay. That's okay. So you said 16 years old. Now I saw the interview on Gavin Fish. The channel. Shout out to Gavin Fish, if he watches this or come across this. Yeah. But you said that you met Kevin Mullins when you were 16 and you had experience with him at that age. Now, can you walk us through what your first impressions was of Kevin Mullins before anything even happened? Like when did you first meet him?
Like, I liked him. And he was kind of cute, you know. He had those sparkly blue eyes, and he was really sweet and successful, and you know, like I looked up to him.
Yeah. And at the time you met him, he was not Judge Kevin Mullins. He was
he was just the assistant Commonwealth attorney, just now coming into town. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And you encountered. When is the first time you encountered a sexual violation from him?
That was the deposition day, the day I went to learn how to take a deposition. Yeah. Okay. And he propositioned me, and he did it like in a way that was like flirty, like he wanted me, you know, seduced me, I guess you'd say. And I performed oral for him with my top down. And after he finished, he pulled his wallet out and peeled off some money and threw it in my face, and he said, "Clean yourself up. You know better than to tell your sister, right?"
Now,
or I think I can't remember exactly how I said it, but tell me.
I remember. We actually looked when we went live last time and looked at the interview. It was very Very shocking, to say the least. The reason why is because, you know, he's Judge Kevin Mullins, and everybody has a certain look about him. They have a certain thing about him, or their own way of thinking of him, and everything. He's like, he's a family man. He's this, he's that, he's this. He's trying to get people to recover from drugs and blah blah blah. And then, but behind closed doors, that's what it was, being a monster. Okay. Did you know his family at all like that? Did he have you? Did he have you? He didn't have you close like that? No. Okay.
No, that was before that was before when it started. Okay. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, he would like pass me off to the other guys, to his friends, different things, have us do parties and stuff, you know? Yeah. Me and a group of girlfriends would like perform for them. Okay. You know?
At these parties, were there specific type of, like, let's say politicians, preachers? Was there some police there? Like, without saying names, what was the parties like?
It's their coworkers and stuff, and they're swingers, and it's all over everything. Like, I don't know how anybody can say that they don't know that what went on in this town. They're lying. Right. Ain't no way, unless you've just got your head in the sand like an ostrich, you know, or you're that groomed and that brainwashed still. You haven't started waking up yet. Yeah.
Because we saw that last night, we went live and we did a video of Michael Clark mentioning that, you know, people spreading lies and rumors. And
I cannot stand him. And he went around whenever he popped up whenever I was in jail, and I was begging. That was when I first got that trafficking charge. I wanted to go to rehab. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me do house arrest. Wouldn't give me rehab. I had no choices, no options, no rights.
So they wouldn't even offer you any time. So you didn't get the opportunity to go into the ARC program or any other type of addiction programs?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the old days, I did. Whenever, like when they sent me off to rehab over in Virginia and to Pike detox to court order me on Suboxone. Yeah, and that was like, well, no, I had to sign up through Unite. Unite's not who sent me. It wasn't ARC though. It was before the ARC days, before ARC and Michael Clark came around. I remember whenever Michael Clark first started coming to the jail, and I talked to him. I was sitting out there waiting for court, and he was seeing guys and interviewing them to see if they were right or if they wanted to go. And I was like, well, will you talk to me? And he was like, well, right now we're just doing the men, but I'll put you on my list and see what the judge says. And I never heard nothing back.
Wow.
So, and then I didn't get to see a lawyer either. And my lawyer, I had a public defender, Bill Melton, who is he would at least come and see you and talk to you and tell you what's going on. Like my whole life on most of my cases, that was my lawyer. That was the lawyer for my two co-defendants, for Brittany and Lexi. And should have been for mine too, I guess. But for some reason, they said that he couldn't do mine because he was doing Brittany's and Lexi's. It didn't make sense. There was no like legal anything to it. I just did not get a lawyer. They appointed one Seth Combs or Seth E. Combs or something like that. I'm not even sure what his whole name is because I've never seen my paperwork. And I never met him until the day of whenever I signed my plea deal. And I didn't have an option to negotiate or anything. That was the only deal I was offered. And I was terrified to go to trial because of the way they made it seem like trial wasn't even an option. Right.
Well, a public defender is nothing but a state.
I wanted a trial.
Yeah,
because how are you going to charge me with kidnapping in a jail cell?
Exactly.
For a fight that you set up.
No, see that's and see that's the thing.
They wouldn't let me.
It seems like they control all of the narrative. They control everything.
Everything
is what it is.
Yes,
they control everything. Mickey. And you said that's Mickey.
Now
let's go into this because of course we all know that Shawn Mickey Stines is the one who is being accused of first-degree murder. He's facing the death penalty. Actually, I know the death penalty is in Kentucky, and
that ain't right. That ain't right. They need to let him out. So, they need to let him out. He is a motherfucking hero. Pardon my language, but he is. He did something that brought the attention that we need to get these monsters away from us and to get our children back that they have stolen and to find our missing people. To have services or whatever for the people that they've killed. We need closure. We need these people out of here. Yeah. And Mickey does not deserve to be there. And isn't by definition a sheriff's job to protect the people?
Yeah.
So how are they charging him with murder for doing just that?
Well, and see, that's the thing. It's so interesting. System
where he had no one else to turn to. Who was he going to tell? They've been saying there was investigations and feds around here for I don't know how long, but ain't nothing never coming none of them. And I've been sitting here waiting this whole time for them to do it. I thought this is our chance. Somebody's going to look. Somebody's going to do something. And that's when that fire started burning in my belly. Like nobody's going to do something because they're not listening. They still don't see it. They're still trying to pin it off like Mickey just went nuts and killed somebody. You know what I mean?
Right. That's something that we talked about. That's something we talked about. Right. That's something we talked about last night is that Michael Clark, who was with Mickey Stines all day, and he's the one that's saying, oh, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. But all of a sudden he has a mental problem. I'm not buying it.
Do you remember whenever the story first broke? And I can't tell you where it was at that I seen it. And I'm pretty sure it was on the regular news. So I'm hoping if anybody listening remembers this as well. It was reported that Mickey was saying beforehand, they have my wife and daughter. They have my wife and daughter. And then that part of the report just disappeared and never was mentioned again. And then in the body cams and stuff, whenever he's scared, he keeps saying, let me see my daughter. Let me see my daughter. Let me see my daughter.
Yep.
So who was holding his daughter and wife hostage for him to, or threatening their lives for him to react like that?
You know what's so interesting? I'm glad you mentioned that. You know what's so interesting? Is on the body cam footage of Shawn Mickey, of the police officer that was talking to Shawn Mickey Stines. Mickey Stines says something. He said something very, very interesting to me. Okay. Mickey Stines said, I want to see my daughter and I'll tell you everything.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
And then the man said, but the police officer said something interesting. He said, well, we can't do that, Mickey. Is she 18? Is she 18? Right. Well,
since when does the father not have a right to see his own child?
Right, exactly. And first of all, why is the age of consent?
Why does he need permission from the mom than 18 for the father to see the child?
Exactly. So
that tells me that cop is part of it.
There you go. And they all know each other.
Yeah. And he knows who the dangerous ones are.
Yeah,
he knew not to get in that car.
Yeah.
He knows
he knows that's the reason why
when they transport people to jails and stuff, you don't always make it to the jail.
That's right.
You might get arrested at probation and parole, but you might not make it to jail. And if you do, you're going to go in there raped and beaten.
See, and that right there really bothered me. I'm like, this man wanted to see his daughter. It doesn't matter if she's 18 or not. It doesn't matter.
Right.
If the age of consent is lower than
that should have been obvious to anybody. Super obvious. Sitting there.
That's right.
Him that quick, saying that to him.
And guess what? I'm glad you said that. Why would you
not be like, okay, tell me about this?
Who and the lead investigator was sitting right there.
Yeah.
Stamper. He was sitting right there.
And you're just ignoring what he's saying.
And you're not at
we got
Mickey. Right, Mickey, what makes you think we gonna hurt you? What makes you think?
What makes you think that you wouldn't?
Exactly.
What makes me think you wouldn't? You know?
Exactly. Absolutely. So this to me, even in the body cam footage, when I really start looking at it closely, I'm like,
get
this ain't right.
Ben Fields got arrested and got put in the Letcher County jail and got special treatment the whole time. Why did they send Mickey to Leslie County? Why didn't he kept saying just take me downstairs like everybody else? Why not? Why didn't they?
Right.
What's up with that?
You took the sheriff of the county that he's the sheriff of,
and they are claiming for his own safety, but that's bullshit. They wouldn't put Ben in there if they was worried about their safety. Like they're going to keep them safe.
Right.
It's us that aren't safe. You know.
Yep. So,
but maybe not because if he knew, I mean, I know he knew what was going on and stuff. You know, like.
Yeah. Did you ever encounter Mickey Stines as far as like whenever there was like some trouble or anything like that? Did
He's took me to jail before, but he's also took me to my dad's and dropped me off before too. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah,
and not took me to jail. So
yeah.
All my interactions with Mickey have always been just professional. He's always been very professional, very respectful. He's firm.
Yeah.
You know, and he ain't got no qualms about it to take you in if you need to go. But he's also understanding too, and he will work with you when he can.
Did you see any signs of any mental illness or anything when it came to Shawn Mickey Stines?
But now I've not been around him. I can't say because I haven't been around him in a long time.
Right. Okay.
You know? Like whenever I got out of prison and I've been dealing with this parole stuff, I've been living like a hermit.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because his deposition was 3 days before he shot Judge Kevin Mullins. Yeah.
And did you hear that where they said that they come and pulled Kevin off the bench for a couple of days and then he came back and like just went back to work like nothing happened?
No, I didn't hear that. What
some kind of investigation? We have to ask Liz for the details about that. It was
the investigation. Was the investigation? Hillbilly Crime is in
I heard that.
It's in the chat right now.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
my eyes are bad and I don't have my glasses.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
She said Mickey had every right to be fearful and he knew. Would you like to come up, Hillbilly Crime or Elizabeth? I don't know what you want me to call you, Hillbilly Crime or Elizabeth. I want to be. If you want to come up, just put a thumbs up in the chat and I'll give you the link and we all can just have this conversation. Because I'm curious about that. He went off the bench for an investigation. Was this investigation about the Sabrina Atkins lawsuit?
I don't know. But the timing of it, I don't know. I don't know what it was over. I don't know if it was. I don't know. let me
put the link in the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Okay.
And Elizabeth, if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome to come up.
It's okay. There.
This link is for you.
Will you okay. Yeah. Can you hear my drink too? I moved too far away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Elizabeth Carter. She said, "I'm not Hillbilly Crime, just a part of the family." That's right. Her Elizabeth's name is Jones. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That's right. Yeah, that's Jones. Sorry about that. We could delete the comment. We could delete the link. But I was excited. I thought she wanted to come up. I was gonna give her the opportunity to come on up and.
Well, that's what I've been doing is I want to give people the opportunity to come up and give them the platform to speak. And if they're scared of retaliation or if they are still dealing with them like on personal levels like they are and don't want to share their names, then they can come and talk to us too and we'll share their story and what happened to them and still get the awareness out there so that they can also try to heal from it too.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Because at this point, there's so much damage done that there's nowhere to look but forward.
Absolutely.
We have to start figuring out how to fix it now.
Absolutely. It's time to actually put boots on the ground and actually get to it. Kissing Pink is in the chat. He said, "What's next for you? What's the next thing?"
We are working. We have many things. We have many things working, but the biggest thing is Lexi's Place.
Right.
And that will be homes for wayward women. If you are a woman, you got a bad situation at home, you got somebody holding shit over your head, you need a place that nobody can take away from you, come talk to us. Right. No strings, don't matter what your income is. We want to help women get on their feet and find independence and have a women's community, care for each other's children, do the child care and stuff for free, community vehicle, community computers, classes on how to make money digitally, different things, gardening, whatever. We just want to build something that nobody can take from them. Something that can be theirs, that they can make their own.
Absolutely. Yeah. Blue Eyed Hillbilly has a question. Says, "How do we get a hold of you and how do we support you?"
Okay. Well, we have a couple different things. I've got the YouTube, YouTube. Tongue-tied. We've got the YouTube, the Apple Dream. It's Appalachian Dreamers. We added an S today since we're doing this officially all together. So
okay.
We are the Dreamers, but you can reach out on TikTok, Facebook, X, and then I don't care to like give you a phone number at that point. Like I don't want to just put it on TV. But
right.
So if you reach out and you've got something to share, something you'd like to talk about, you can do that, and we'll find a way to communicate safely. And also, we are doing the podcast and the interviews and just doing the content creation, telling our stories, just being real talk.
Yeah.
You know, just having real talk. And
Absolutely.
I think that might have the biggest impact in giving people that platform.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. And you can support Lexi's Place. We have a GoFundMe, and there is a YouTube page for it.
Okay.
If you go to my page, you can look at my name. It's meta verified. They made me put that Lanu name on it, so it says Lanu. But if you type in Adams, it'll still pull me up. And yeah, and there's the links and stuff are on there. I can put it in the chat and stuff later too.
And you said it's on your YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
The link.
And my Cashapp is Cashapp Appalachian Dreamer. The money sign Appalachian Dreamer. Yeah.
All right. So that's your Appalachian Dreamer. Put that. Put that in the chat. This is awesome. I love this. Okay.
We're trying to do something real. We're going to.
Yes, we are. Yes, absolutely.
We're doing something real here. We're going to make a difference.
Here is a quick encouragement message for you. It says, keep your head high, keep smiling, and keep pushing forward. You're doing great. And you are a great model for young women that may be going through similar situations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Wishes. That's from Kiss of Pink, one of our mods. I appreciate you, my brother, for actually sending that out. Thank you so much for that.
Life goals. Be the woman that you want your daughters to look up to.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I wanted to because I think that it was very interesting. Like last night we talked about, Michael Clark. We unpacked his whole thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we noticed about him is that he was able to get pardoned by the former governor, Matt Bevin, for 7 or 8. I mean, some people say 7, some people say 8. 7 or 8 trafficking, drug trafficking violations that he did do. And then he was pardoned by Matt Bevin, who was also friends with Russell Colvin. I think they went to the Attorney General Russell Colvin.
Yeah.
When you hear stuff like this, and I'm pretty sure you heard of that happening, because of course that was his testimony. That's a big part of his testimony. That's the way Michael Clark rolled. He became a pastor. I think he's still a pastor now.
Yeah,
he brags on it. He brags on it a lot.
Thing if he was actually doing good things,
right?
Yeah, it would be good for him to be bragging about it and to share his testimony like that and inspire others. But when you're still doing dirty shit in the dark,
right,
and hurting people on purpose, you're not a good person.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And that goes for any of y'all out there that are abusers and victim shamers and saying that women can't be abused or raped, whatever, if they are already a sex worker, stuff like that, or she shouldn't have been dressed like that. That stuff's nonsense. And I will nip it in the bud every single time. We've been getting a few comments and stuff. They're coming after the victims, trying to hush them. Yeah. And I will not tolerate it. Not for another minute from anybody.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. One of our other moms, Sheila.
Sure you're not just mean? I said, no, I'm sure I just have boundaries now.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, these are things that
healthy boundaries.
Right. So it's one of those things that's like, if you haven't been a part of it or been through it, then you won't understand. And so the best thing for people to do is be empathetic about these things and not try to be open-minded
and how it happens.
Right.
Because you don't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to be a prostitute and a drug addict and give away all my kids. That is not what happens.
Exactly. There's a lot of different factors that take place
in
something that happens like that.
It's systematic.
It's very systematic.
Yes.
Chill is one of our moderators, and they want to say something to you as well. It says, I echo that. Thank you so much for your bravery and sharing your story. Please know that you are loved. I love what you are doing to pour back into women. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Take our power back.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Divine Feminine Rising. It's time.
Absolutely.
So rise up,
I saw.
Put your foot down. Let's get out of
I saw one. I saw one comment here earlier from Terry Winiger said, TayBiz, how can civil rights groups be contacted to organize for her behalf to address the courts? These women need a higher voice in this. Now, that's a good question because, again, I'm not from Kentucky. I don't know how it rolls, but I would like to know. I would like to deep dive into finding that out. So be for sure, I'm going to do some research on my end to see like what type
of civil rights. Out of state help.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't trust anybody there.
No, not everybody, the cops, not the courts, not the jails, not the none of them.
Nope. Everybody's corrupt. It's almost like it's just like New York City. New York City, you think it's a big old city, but let me tell you something. It's so much corruption in New York City, it's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And something else, like I thought that like this was the worst place, but the more I do this, the more people are reaching out, and the more I hear this is happening everywhere. Everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yep. There are people who are pushing bills, like trying to get CPS out of the picture, and that needs to happen fast. Yes. They need to return our children.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like they're holding the children hostage.
They are.
And they're grooming them to be now, because you said something about that before in the interview with Gavin Fish. You said something about with Kevin Mullins, the grooming that took place, with him. If you give somebody, if you can give somebody a brief description of what that looks like, feels like, seems like when someone is doing the grooming.
Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to talk about my mommy for a minute.
Okay.
Just for a minute. My mom's been dead since I was 20. Every day of my life that I had with her, I was separated from her a lot too. And I did a lot of traveling to different family members' houses and things. She had mental health problems and addiction problems and stuff too. Okay. But every day that I was with her, she would look me in the eyes and she would tell me, you are smart, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, and you can do anything you want to do. You are so creative. And just the encouragement there, and she pushed me to be the best thing that I could be. Like she provided books to read and educated me so well. And she taught me art and expression and all these things. And I had a scholarship to go to art school. And I didn't get to go because of everything else. Because they made me believe that was my only worth. But the only thing I was worth was my body and my beauty.
So when you're dealing with someone who is, I would say, they're trying to tear that down in order to be able to have that control or have that manipulation on you.
Yeah. Scared little girls. I wish you would tell him that, what you were saying earlier about that. About how we're the fighting and how what you've seen in us. This is my co-host and my friend Brandy.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Mom.
Mom, everybody's mom.
I was telling you we had that discussion this morning and we pulled out a lot of stuff and talked about it after we got done filming and stuff, to work through it. And she said something that just struck me to my core and I want her to share it.
Okay.
I told her that one of the hardest things that I went through with them coming to my home and helping take care of them and everything was every one of them, they were trying to be so tough and so brave and like I whooped this one and I whooped that, but all I could see inside was a bunch of scared little girls. They didn't know where to go, what to do. they were trying to make it another day. And they were all still trapped in that little, you know, bit of innocence that they had tucked away inside that wasn't ripped away from them. You know, their humanity, what was, you know.
We gave it to each other.
What they made.
We tried to give each other the love that nobody else would give us. Mm-hmm. We tried to give each other the safety that nobody else provided.
So I always tried to make a place for them, that they could come, take a shower, lay on the bed and talk.
Just lay down and heal from the last beating. Recover to go back to the main.
Whatever they needed. And I tried to provide that, you know, as best I could, but it was hard to see. It was hard to see what potential they all had. They were also smart.
She knew us all before the drugs and stuff too.
Yeah, I knew
her dad was our teacher for a lot of us.
So I knew them before that, and the potential that some of these children had was. I mean, if given the opportunity to got out of that town and went to college, the sky's the limit for them. Ty and Lexi and my son.
Lexi was brilliant. She was so smart and creative.
Artistic.
She wrote poetry and music. Yeah. She was a spot of sunshine.
That's what I told her today. She was sunshine, no matter
But
what.
she could be mean as hell. Only though she had to, because she
Right. That was her defense.
It was a form of defense that they had all built up.
No.
It's okay. Teresa Southern said, "I think you're beautiful and strong. Keep on trucking, girl."
Thank you.
Absolutely. I am. Man, I'm trying to hold it together here a little bit. I'm trying to hold it together a little bit. Thank you, Mom, for coming on and sharing that.
From a different perspective. You know?
Yeah, from a different perspective. Absolutely. I think that a lot of times you have to be that exterior has to be there. That hard shell has to be there because you're trying to protect yourself, because nobody
to the little bit of yourself that you have left.
Absolutely. Well, I want to, before we leave, I want to give you the opportunity, and I'm gonna drop myself down. Okay, I'm gonna drop myself down, and I just want to give you the opportunity to speak to whoever may be going through similar situation. Just what you can say to encourage them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I would love to do that. Okay. So there are mixed feelings about this, and I understand that. There are people who aren't ready to face what happened. There are people who, it depends on where you're at in your own healing journey. But healing is possible. You can't take away the pain and stuff completely, but you can heal and you can find joy and you can still rise up. You can do it. I know so many of you are such good mommies. Such good mommies, and there's good dads that they've walked away the same way. I know you've got it in you. So if we're here, if you, for whatever level you're at, we'll meet you where you're at. You know, no expectations. You want to stay anonymous, that's fine. But let's heal together and let's start working on a better future. So we can build something better for our kids.
That is awesome. That was impromptu. I just felt like a yearn for.
And you are loved. Even you little brats out there that I still love you. Even one of you youngins that I can't stand you, I still love you, and I still want the best for you. I still want you to heal. I want you to get your kids back. You know, it's possible. You can do it.
Absolutely.
And we want to help you do it.
Absolutely.
So even people that I've had problems with, it doesn't matter. It's time to put the petty shit behind us. Grow up.
Yep. That's right.
Take care of each other the right way. Right. Because these people have done nothing but abused and harmed us. Yeah. And our children, and it goes back for generations. And it will probably still affect the generations to come in many
we need
ways.
We have to do something because you know, this cannot continue on. And again, what Shawn Mickey Stines did was so unheard of that it caught the attention of the nation for a little bit, and then it kind of died off. And I'm like, nah, it's still more. The juice is still worth the squeeze on this. And so, getting into this case helped us meet you. It helped us meet hillbilly crime. It helped us to understand about your friend Lexi. It helped us to understand about, you know, other things that's going on in the court system, in the police system, and things that are corrupt and things that are taking place. Now, all of this is bringing us together, and I would love, man, I just hope that, you know, that what you're doing continues to flourish. I hope you flourish. I pray that you flourish. I pray that God bless you.
I know we will. I know we
Absolutely.
will.
And I pray that you touch every young lady you come across. I'm sorry.
I said the outpouring of support has been unreal.
Yes, absolutely.
So like you've got the few people that are still struggling and still silenced and stuff, but the amount of it is far outweighed by people who want to see this go forward.
Absolutely. And I hope that
to go forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope that even the ones that are scared to speak, I hope that God gives them the courage to speak, you know, and be brave.
Just to come out and speak. Just be like, listen, help me out with this. Help me make this decision. That's all you got to do. He'll do it. He'll do it.
Absolutely.
He'll guide you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tya Adams, thank you so much again Thank you so much. Thank you for gracing your presence on this channel. I've been looking forward to talking with you ever since we came across your story.
Yeah.
And I just hope and I just pray that God bless you and continue to flourish. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great night. Okay.
For real.
Oh, it's more to come now. We just getting started.
I know. And it's exciting. And
yeah.
Scary, and it's overwhelming a little bit, but there's
so
much work. Oh my God, there's so much
work. You got so many people in the chat giving hearts and love and showing BizNation stand up. BizNation is in the building. You got BizNation with you.
We're working on this like 24/7. For real.
Absolutely.
Like we don't sleep. We take naps. Power naps. 2 hours, we're up working again.
Yeah.
There's so much to be done. We need help. We need volunteers. We need people to come together. It's a rally call.
Absolutely. All right. So you all have Tya's information. Again, her link to her YouTube channel is in the description, and also you can get all of her other information from there on her YouTube channel as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Brandy too, like her information and stuff is on the YouTube page. If anybody wants to,
Brandy Davis,
she's got her own, and Sarah too. Yeah, they're my co-hosts, and they're helping to do all this. Yeah, they're working around the clock too.
Blue-eyed Hillbilly just said, "I'll be getting my VA clothing allowance next. I will be donating. Thank you. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
That is awesome. That would be amazing.
Yes.
We've got to start figuring out like buildings, how are we gonna do this? You know?
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, look, even some school gyms or something.
They need homes now. Yeah,
absolutely. Got to do something.
Yeah, started with a plan. Now we're in action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get in action anyway. Yeah,
putting boots on the ground. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much again for this time, and next time we're gonna hopefully have you and maybe Hillbilly Crime together, and maybe you, me, and Gavin, and we all just come together
and get a chance to talk to me and Brandy and Sarah sometime too. Now you got to
absolutely. Well, listen, all you got to do is say the word. Hey, say the word and I'm there. I promise you. Yeah. I am there. I'll make sure that
about the Appalachian Dreamers. Let me tell you this. They have done everything that they could to steal our dreams, to take them away. They can't. And I want y'all to know, y'all are smart, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you are strong.
That's right.
And your dreams can come true.
Absolutely.
Don't stop.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tya. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Everybody have a good night.
We're gonna talk again, okay?
Okay. Do you want me to push the button or what do I do?
No, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay.
Okay.
But good night. Shout out to Tya Adams once again, y'all. Oh man, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yo, this has been a time. We did an hour and a half here. We had over 120 something people at one time. So I appreciate BizNation for coming through and watching this interview. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of things with Appalachian Dreamers. All right, with Tya Adams. And so that civil rights question was really something that I really want to be able to look up some stuff for real. Again, it got to be outside because they can't trust anybody inside. And that is the thing. When you are surrounded by evil, corruption, and things of that nature, you have nowhere to turn, man. You can always turn to God. And I'm telling you, he will turn things upside down for you. He will turn it upside down for you. Shout out to the chat once again. There's so much I missed. Dang, let me scroll up some. Let me scroll up some just a little bit. Okay, I see that Blue out here really did to subscribe to the channel for Tya. Brown-eyed butterfly says, thank you, Tya. Your strength is a shining light for many. You're doing a great job. Hold your head high, girl. That's right. All right. Sapphire Ridge News. Shout out to Sapphire Ridge News. I appreciate you, my man. I said that he also subscribed to her channel as well. Excuse me. Lexi is in the building. Starfish and Coffee says, thanks to TayBiz for giving the platform. The schools to prison complex is the Black community has been devastating. Need to keep fighting from the grassroots. Absolute. That's facts. That is total facts. Thank you so much for the love. Look, we are going to get up out of here in a minute. Let's see what else we got in the comments here. Again, Tya Adams' YouTube channel is in the chat if you would like to subscribe to the channel. If you would like to be a part of what she's doing, if you live in the area down there, you want to be a part of it, please go ahead and reach out to Tya Adams as well. As a matter of fact, I have her email too, if you want to email her. Give me 1 second, guys. I have her email as well. All right, let me put it in the chat. Okay, so her email, I'm going to drop it real quick. Gmail.com. Okay. All right, this is the email. The email is appledream@gmail.com. So she kind of like play a word on Appalachian and just say Apple. That's dope. appledream@gmail.com. If you would like to reach out to Tya, let her know that you are from this channel, TayBiz TV, or if you're from Hillbilly Crime. It seems like we all have a connection in some type of way. Again, I have been talking to Elizabeth Jones. I'm sorry, Elizabeth Carter. I didn't mean to mix y'all up. I just saw Elizabeth and I was like, hold on, you want to come up? But Elizabeth Jones, shout out to Hillbilly Crime. We have been not only emailing but texting each other today as well. And I mean, a wealth of information that she gave me with a lot of different things. Okay, that I'm gonna have to drop like several videos on this stuff. This is crazy. All right, but we are back in work. We are back working, and just because, look, I had to encourage my wife. I want to thank my wife because she encouraged me, and I was trying to encourage myself to keep going, even though after the demonetization happened, keep going. I had to keep going, keep rocking out, keep doing my thing, and that fire is back, man. That fire is back, and I ain't letting it die out. All right. So no matter what happens with my channel as far as monetization is concerned, I'm gonna always rock out because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy true crime is one of my things, but I also enjoy seeing how we can fix things when it comes to this type of stuff. This type of stuff happens in a lot of places. Even here where I live now, I'm from Detroit, but I moved to Indiana in 2019. But even here, I see some stuff here that's like, it don't feel right, sound right, look right. Nothing about it is right. And it starts small and good to nip things in the bud. All right. It's always good to nip things in the bud. But this right here is Tya Adams' Gmail, her email account, if you like to email her. Okay. Blue Eye Hillbilly said, much love, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Marie Morgan says, thank you so much for giving Tya the ability to tell her story. You rock, TayBiz. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting, for being a part of the channel. Marie Morgan, I appreciate you. The registered nurse, right? The registered nurse. Okay. So if anybody's sick in the chat, you need to know something, you gotta holler at Marie. All right. You better holler at Marie. Blue Eye Hillbilly says that TayBiz TV, behind every great man is a great woman. Much love to your wife. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Yes, I had to get my encouragement on, and it was like, man, because this is the second time it happened. I'm like, what I do now? Like what did I do this time? You know what I'm saying? There's always something going on, man. But nevertheless, it's all love and it's all good because it's all God, man. At the end of the day, man, love yourselves and love each other. I'm your boy TayBiz. We're about to get up out of here. But look here, I hope you enjoyed the interview. If you want to play it back and you want to clip it and share it with people, and hey, by all means, you have the freedom to do that as well. I'm going to drop a few clips myself on my shorts and get some people to get some people to see this and see what's going on out there in Letcher County, man. Until next time, it's your boy TayBiz, and I'm out. Peace. You all have a great weekend. Don't do nothing crazy. I want to see you back next week. All right, let's go.
I brought that with me. Case they get too easy. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my baby. Know how I'm coming, and they know what we hate. Run around through that left side, low end. All of mine need more wins. If you got beef, don't come out, cause my young hitter might go in. Uptown GN, working all through my weekend. Hoping these don't show out, cause all of my hitters too deep in. With the boy, I'm so ashamed. Ain't worried about long as my money and my green. Baby, I ain't got work tomorrow. Tell me what the business is. Ain't about no club hop. I'm trying to start some businesses. Shorty, you thought it was, they better know it's not that. Talking all that online, they knowing that it's not fake. Sliding through my hood, I make maneuvers like a Uber, baby. Got a 10-year plan, these can't tell what they doing lately. And I'm way too clean, I'm Listerine, I thought they been knew it. All in my lungs, I got my red cup full of that Henny fluid. Young middle Mac, I'm swinging that leg, I'm banging that do or die. And I ain't that legally before I get crucified. Living in my bloodline, this place in my family tree. How the they pressed, I did my best out of what they handed me. Straight out of that country, know my shawty dick as human air. And I need not mention no extensions, that's human hair.